In this video, I'll be diving deep into one of the most mind-bending ideas in physics and philosophy, Laplace's demon. But more than that, I'll explore how this concept may represent the final invention of any advanced civilization, the ability to simulate the future by understanding the present perfectly. It's a chilling and fascinating idea that with enough data and computational power, the future becomes as fixed and knowable as the past. So what exactly is Laplace's demon? Laplace's demon is a philosophical thought experiment proposed by the French philosopher Pierre-Simon Laplace in the 19th century. In essence, it's a hypothetical intelligence, a being or system that, if it knew the exact location and momentum of every atom in the universe, could use the laws of classical mechanics to calculate the entire past and future of existence. In Laplace's own words, an intellect which at a certain moment would know all forces that set nature in motion and all positions of items of which nature is composed, could embrace in the single formula the movements of the greatest bodies of the universe, and those of the tiniest atom. For such an intellect, nothing would be uncertain, and the future, just like the past, would be present before its eyes. In other words, nothing would be hidden from this demon. The universe would be perfectly a predictable machine like clockwork. But this idea goes deeper than just philosophy. Laplace's demon is a reflection of the deterministic universe, where every event is the inevitable result of prior conditions. If you've never heard of someone say everything happens for a reason, Laplace's demon seems to make it literally to its logical extreme. In such a universe, free will is an illusion, randomness, or it's just ignorance. And the future is already written, we just don't have the computing power to read it yet. Now imagine a civilization so advanced that it overcomes this limitation. What if such a civilization could measure every particle and simulate the physics of the universe with mind-boggling accuracy? What if it could model itself and the world around it with near perfect precision? That's when Laplace's demon stops becoming just an idea and becomes an ultimate tool of foresight, a way to see the future. Laplace's demon as a civilization's final invention. Let's speculate. Every intelligent civilization goes through stages of technological growth. They learn to harness the fire, electricity, computation, and eventually, or perhaps, consciousness itself, somewhere along the path. So it's not hard to imagine that most of the ambitious civilizations would try to predict the future, not just guess it. And the only way to truly do that is to simulate reality itself. Not just approximate, but model it down to atomic or quantum level. That's when they create something akin to Laplace's demon, a system so powerful it can run simulations of the universe faster than the universe runs itself. At that point, they wouldn't have to guess what tomorrow looks like, because they could simulate all possible futures based on current conditions. They could anticipate natural disasters, political events, economic collapse, or wars before they happen. They would begin to live ahead of their own timeline. And here's the twist. The more accurate the simulation, the more powerful the civilization becomes. Every action they take is the result of it running countless scenarios in advance. Eventually, every decision is calculated, every outcome is foreseen. Free will fades away, not because someone takes it, but because it is no longer needed. They have become their own Laplace's demon. But can it really exist? There are a few problems. Modern physics tell us that the universe may not be entirely deterministic. No, that's not true. The universe is deterministic. The implications are profound. If a civilization could effectively predict its future, would it become stagnant? Would innovation die because the outcome is already known? Or would we reach a kind of transcendence, operating as a single, unfitted intelligence, navigating time with perfect precision? And it's on a personal level, what happens to us when we live in a world where nearly everything is predicted? Would we embrace it, resist it, or become part of the simulation ourselves? Closing thoughts. Laplace's demon isn't just a philosophical idea, it's a mirror held up to our future. It asks, what happens when we know too much? When knowledge and predictions become indistinguishable control? Whether or not a true Laplace demon can ever exist, the pursuit of it may be inevitable, a final step in the evolution of intelligence, a civilization that simulates itself to survive, one that in its final form sees the entire timeline of the universe lay bare before it.